Welcome everybody. This is a review of the Zip range from Zip Target, and their website is ziptargets.com. This is a fantastic device for setting up a really quick impromptu range, no matter where you are, your home range, your pay-for range, anywhere that'll let you put these pulleys up. Pretty much you can have your own retractable target setup. And what this comes with is a really high quality center structure for hanging your target, and also two pulleys. These are definitely high quality injection molded parts with really good attention to detail in the design. I do recommend that the side that you're going to use the drill on, that you attach that with screws to the post if you can. The straps don't really give you that really solid anchored feel that you like with the drill mounted, but you can certainly use it with the straps. It's not going to impede its operation, but I found I really like the screws mounting the pulley on the side with the drill on it. And you can use a cordless drill, an impact wrench, anything like that that can attach to a normal 1/4-inch hex drive bit. That's what makes this whole thing sing. But this comes in the package. You also get 4 of the straps that we already talked about. These are very nice, very simple to use straps. This is a pretty cool bit. It is a cord winder. Now, one word on setting this up for the first time. It's going to come to you with a big old hank of paracord in the box. Do not just chuck that out and expect it's going to go well. You're going to end up with a great big mess. Take the time, the first time you set this up, to actually stretch that line out the full length, and then go ahead and put it on the winder or set up your target for the first time. And then after you're done, put it back on the winder when you're done. It's going to allow subsequent setups to go much, much easier. You're going to enjoy life a lot more with that as your focus. They also do include a magnetic, looks like a 1/4-inch bit. If you happen to have screws that go with this type of bit, that's a benefit. And you get some really cool stickers, some killer targets. I really like their splatter targets. And you get a nice bag to chuck everything in when you're done, to put it away and throw it in your truck or your range bag for the next time. So kudos to the guys at Zip Targets for coming up with a really well thought out, innovative product. And I gotta say, this is definitely Target Forge approved. In my installation on the downrange pulley, I'm using the straps around the young redwood tree here on my property. And I really like the straps more for living wood. If you're gonna have a pulley attached to living wood, try to use the straps if you can, because it's really gonna save a future sawyer some real heartache when he finds the screws that you left in that tree 100 years from now. So do use the straps on the living tree. It creates less impact to the tree and allows you to take it down and leave no marks behind. So on the string, or the paracord for your your Zip Target system, you got a couple of adjustments and attachments here. This carabiner is meant to go through this hole, and it stays attached to the paracord. Once you get this set up, you're going to just use this carabiner to attach it to the auto winder and use the winder in your drill to retract the cord. And then subsequent deployments of the Zip Target are much easier because you got really good control over the cord. This thing I thought was really innovative. At first, when I got the package, I wondered what the heck it was. But when you first get this, I didn't really understand from the instructions in the package what the heck it was for. But it turns out it's actually really, really helpful. When you want to tension this cord, so you've already got your target set up, but it sagged a little bit because the paracord stretched, not a problem. You just take this neat little thing and do a couple of wraps like this, and you take that tension or that slack right out of the paracord. You know, it could not be easier. They really thought of some really good details here. You can take it out here too at this joint, but this makes really quick adjustments easy. You don't have to undo any of this other stuff. I find once I get this joint set, I leave it. Now this allows you to change the angle of the presentation for your target so that you have a lot more flexibility there. I'm going on a slight angle across my range, so I put this at an angle that puts the target perpendicular to me, the shooter. I'm telling you, they've thought of everything with this. It really does work well and creates a really quick adjustable range no matter where you are. If you happen to be out in the wind with your zip target set up, you might find that your target gets blown around a lot and you're chasing a moving target, which honestly can be great training and great practice if that's what you're looking for. But if you're looking to practice your groups or get precision, the wind can really get in your way because it's not a rigidly mounted target. Some of the things that you can do to alleviate this, number one, is get rid of the big target and put on a smaller target like this. Or even better, go with a really small target like a playing card. These are absolutely great for airgun use and probably 22 use as well. They print perfectly when you hit them with a pellet, and they're durable. They will stand up to a lot of abuse. Well, I mean, they're going to poke holes, but they do show up really well and they do weather really well. So the one way thing you can do to alleviate the wind, if that's really giving you heartache, is go with a smaller target on here. You can also go the other way. I've got a piece of cardboard here that I dolled up with some grommets and a couple of S-hooks from the hardware store to kind of help it pivot here because I didn't want all that stress to go into the riser. But anyway, this is a great way to get great looking groups on paper for your airgun because, as shooters know, having the cardboard backer on a target does help with the printing and the imaging of that hole. So if you're working for that kind of stuff, cardboard can be helpful, but you definitely want to adjust the size of the target to the wind that you have that particular day on the range. Absolutely within the realm of adjustability. I would say the only thing that I've been critical of this setup out of the box is that during assembly, when they put this bar on the down rod, they leave the ethafoam sleeve on here to protect it. And that's great for getting production out really quick, but it does create a bit of a visual thing for the end user in that, this really doesn't look attractive and you've got a bit of fiddly work ahead of you to remove all this stuff, get it out of your way. Believe me, this is the only thing that I think is even possibly listed as a negative for this setup. I think it's a great setup otherwise, but my only recommendation to the guys at Zip Targets is change your process, maybe cut this foam before you put the screws in and trap it so that it doesn't get pinched in between the bar and under the screw heads. Taking down your Zip Target is just as simple as undoing this cord, relieving the tension, disconnecting the carabiner, and also going ahead and removing the tensioner. Make sure that the end of your cord is not all wound up when you do the retraction, otherwise it can't get through the far pulley. So do make sure that the remaining cord is free and loose. All you're going to do is take your carabiner, hook it onto your winder, take the drill or impact driver, hook that up. And that's it. Take your pulleys down on each end, throw it back in the bag, and you're good to go till next time.